How you doing today, everybody? Here we are, back with the 450 Cummins 12 valve. See, I got the hood on it, got the rack back on the truck. I already started it up and put a few miles on it, trying to get it somewhat broke in a little bit. Go over a few things that I did to it. As you can see, there's the coolant jug in place that I talked about, and the two little brackets I made to fit it. You know, it fits in there extremely well, works just right. And you can see the two small hoses that I've got run in it, and the large spill hose. On this 12 valve, you have to use a large spill hose that runs over to the water inlet on the other side of the motor. Got my intake for the turbo on it, and this piece here is actually the original intake tube from the 6.0 diesel that was in the truck. I just repurposed it for this application. As you can see, I got a turbo blanket on it to help keep a little bit of the heat out of the cab and off the cold side of the turbo. Got a Spectra 4-inch air cleaner on it and everything. I'm telling you what, this motor that I had industrial injection build for me, it is a beast. I mean, it is extremely powerful for being a mild build. It's pushing about 38-39 pounds of boost, and when that boost comes on, it'll set you back in the seat and just, no joke, and just get up and go. And that's even with it being a 6-speed dually with a steel flatbed on it. It's pretty heavy of a truck, and man, this thing is unreal. And yeah, you can see I got my fan shroud on, which I'm only using half of the fan shroud, because if you can see down in there, that metal pipe right there, as close as it sits to the radiator, you just got to cut a big old chunk out of the fan shroud to get it to fit. And you've got to cut so much out of it, it gets real flimsy and it wants to shake around, and it ends up breaking. So it does just as good without it, as long as you got the upper one on it, just so some stupid people don't try to stick their hand down in the fan. I'll start it up for you and let you hear how it goes. And well, the old motor, one thing I want to point out, the old motor, with the weight we pull, even with nothing behind it, the EGTs would cruising at 70 miles an hour with no trailer, no block on the truck, it would run about 800 degrees cruising at 70 in high gear. It would get up and go pretty good, but you know, just nothing like this one. With this motor in it and all the extra upgrades, port and polish, the high flow manifold, and the bigger turbo, it running 70 mile an hour, it's running about 600 degrees, which is a dramatic drop over the other motor that was in it. So I believe this motor is going to work out just perfect for what we're doing with it. We shouldn't have any EGT issues or anything. So let me go in here and fire this monster up for you. One thing I'd like to point out, you can hear that noise when I've got my foot on the clutch. That noise, you'd think it's that it's a transmission, but actually it's that center plate in the clutch making that noise. There it is. really good, runs extremely strong, a lot stronger than any of our other trucks do, but it should for the price we paid for this motor. Everything, with it pushing 40 pounds of boost, when I first test drove this truck, after getting it running, I kept blowing this tube off. Well, in my last video you seen this tube right here was a Banks part that came with the intercooler. Well, it was really flimsy and it wasn't very stiff or anything, and it wouldn't hold on to this pipe. So I took the pipe off, took that piece of Banks tubing off, and I welded a heavy bead around the end of this pipe. And then this is a piece of the Vibrant silicone hose, which is a little heavier duty than the Banks, and it's a lot stiffer. It's supposed to hold the 40 pounds of boost without bursting. And so far it's done pretty good. I haven't yet blowed one of the Vibrant sections apart on any of my trucks. So if you need some good strong silicone tube for boost tubing, go through Vibrant. It's not very expensive. I think you can get 12 inches of it for about $45, maybe $50, and which usually you only use 3 or 4 inches of it at a time. So you know, it goes a pretty good long ways. I haven't found any leaks or drips or anything. It runs really cool. As you can tell, it started right up, no problem, and it runs really, really good. I'm very, very pleased with this motor. You know, now I just hope that the rest of the truck's going to hold the power once we start pulling with it, because the Ford transmission they say it'll hold 600 horsepower, but maybe that's just at the 2,600 pound weight capacity, which we pull more than that. So I'll probably end up having to put the input shafts and everything in this transmission after we really start pulling hard with this truck. But you know, it's all together now, running. I still got to break in the motor so we can do some hauling with it. So I guess that's about it for today. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Bye.